is because it has some essence of importance, right? So God is calling us back here as we understand to his laws, which also includes his health laws. What are the health laws again? We have it in a nice little acronym called New Start. N for nutrition, E for exercise, W for water, S for sunlight, T for temperance, A for air, R for rest, and T for trust in God. Because we cannot do anything without God. We have to trust in God. And there are two more that is added, which is purity of life and also cleanliness. As you know, cleanliness is next to godliness. So our person, our surroundings also has to be clean. Alright, so we're going to continue with the topic of biblical perspective of the health message from creation to the new earth. Right?
And Princess, remember too, I wanted to tie in, we have to tie in that, right? We have a little bombshell to drop here this morning, right? And I want to say that, I'm a born Seventh-day Adventist, and I ain't saying this, to boast myself. It is not of any good works, right? And I thank God for Jesus, thank God for my parents, showing me the way of the Lord, teaching me the commandments of God. Marcus SDA Primary School, we was properly taught. We had Bible knowledge. Yes. Every morning we had worship and assembly. And, at a time of my life, I went astray. But I thank God for bringing me back, for calling me out of the dance hall. You understand? And bringing me back, with Jesus Christ, And yes, I haven't yet attained, but I press forward towards the mark of the high calling. And I'm saying that, it hurt me, some time back. You understand? We had, our conference leaders, and I'm going to talk it plain because you know why? It was publicly spoken, right? It was publicly spoken. So I am making it publicly right now, right? Our conference leaders, right? They had a symposium on the aspect of this whole coronavirus and the vaccine and whether it is the mark of the beast and all these kind of things. And I am saying that I am calling on our conference leaders, our pastors, our elders. Now is a time we need to repent. You understand? Because this week, I find something in testimonies to the church, right? And it's a very, very solemn thing. You understand? Where should we consult with, what is the topic there? Just call it out for me, read it out for me.
Shall we consult spiritualist physicians?
Shall we consult spiritualist physicians in Testimonies Volume 5? And this morning we want to share from that. We are tying that because it is dealing in health. And I am saying that we need to repent. And all the ministers, all the pastors in different organizations that encouraging your members and they're not coming out and taking a stand and saying, hey, you see that vaccine? That is an abomination. Do not put that in your body. I am saying that the blood, when bodies dropping like fly, in this world and people getting all manner of different sickness and diseases, God is going to require that blood at your heel, right? So now is a time for us to repent. So Princess, you go ahead, right? But I wanted to give some time because I wanted to bring that reading. I wanted to bring that reading what the prophet of the remnant church talk about concerning health, because it's a very, very solemn things, my brothers and sisters.
Right? We started last week with the creation and cycle of man, so we understood in the Bible that man came from the dust of the ground, and the dust consists of elements, and these elements, right, they compose of food.
Yeah.
The food builds blood. So we eat food in order to get good blood. So no matter how many diseases that we have around us that might even plague the body,
right,
once the blood is clean, that is the disease cannot cause sickness or death. Because the blood will be clean, the body will be in a healthy condition.
That's right.
So it would not be able to, these germs and that kind of thing will be able to have a place to breathe.
That's
and
right.
multiply.
That's
or
right.
Reproduce.
But Princess, you know what? As you're expressing yourself there, you know what comes to my mind, right? To see how Satan is a liar and a deceiver and a murderer.